Hi, this is BB. So it's the 13th of October. I'm still getting awakened from my sleep. Like I would sleep maybe I don't know, 2 hours sometimes 3 to 4, and I can't go back to sleep. Even if I do go back, it's like an hour or so, and it's just a constant, pain. There's a pain. I have a spring in my mattress, and the spring like it almost like vibrates. Like I said it before, I sat down one time, and it comes like a wave, and it shoots right across the room. If you have an empty can, somebody said they noticed the same thing with the can and the bottles. The bottles would be, I mean, these frequencies are so strong that they're hitting your body. They're hitting your bodies, or my body in this case. I don't know if everybody's going through the same thing, but it's hitting my body, that it would actually get the bottles to actually be bent out of shape. Like the plastic, I don't know if it melts or what. Like there's a sort of heat that comes with it. I have no idea. I don't know what it is. I mean, why go to these extreme lengths to mess with people? Seems like overkill here. It seems like overkill. It just shoots right across the room, and if you have, like I had a silver tray that I was doing a money ritual with, a silver tray, and the tray would vibrate, like you could hear the sound it makes, and there's no breeze. It's not like an open window where the breeze is blowing, and nothing like that. And then the bed would just like almost like inflate. Sort of like it's not the mattress was secondhand when I bought it, so it was the foam was kind of worn out, so I'm closer to the springs. Actually, I still have it, and you could feel that it sort of inflates just a little bit. And the sheets would all it's kind of a weird, like almost like a poltergeist, but not really. It's just the force of whatever this is. Now they're going to want to say about angels and demons. Whatever these things are that they're doing, they're talking about angels and demons. I don't know what that is. I guess people are more interested in angels and demons than their fellow man. They're more interested in knowing what happens when you die, other than living the right way, or at least letting fucking people live. They're more interested in knowing what God's plan, when He's coming for them, and when the Armageddon is going to come here, than just doing what is right. If you're fucking your life up, excuse my language, does it matter when He's coming, when Armageddon is going to be here? I don't think so. It's like it becomes moot at that point. Why bother? If you can't live right and you're just messing up, and you're still here, and you're being given every chance by Him to turn it around, and you're not doing so, whose fault is that? Is it His? I think it's their fault. But I could be wrong. They may know something other than that. That simple thing. They have some profound secret. They have some profound secret, that, well, it will revolutionize something. I don't know what. I believe the Creator is love. And if you worship Him with love, which is just to give love, to be love, and act from a place of love in a loving way, this is worship right there. There's no other greater worship than just being simply in love, sharing love, and being loving. If they can't master that, what's the point? They want to see, well, what are they up against? Where are they going to end up? What kind of evil will receive them? Like I said something to whoever is bothering me. It's like everybody wants the dark without the darkness. Everybody wants Lucifer or Beelzebub and this darkness, but nobody wants to go to hell. They have an idea, a concept in their minds of what hell would be like, and they want to gravitate towards that. They're hoping to make that a reality. I think that if Lucifer is the king of hell, or Beelzebub, they may have some different ideas for, the interior design that we as humans would not be able to give an input, because they really don't give a rat's ass. This is what caused the problem in the first place. But anyway, I know I'm laughing because the sheer audacity of this, but I just don't understand what's this big whoop with looking to see what happens when you die. We're going to end up going there anyway. If you live in truth and you live in honesty, no matter what you've done, I believe it can be turned around. The fact that we're alive shows that. It shows that. But anyway, I'm just going on the path here of angels and demons, and what this would actually mean. Like, what are these people doing? I have no idea, right? Now, they could be fantasizing, they could be fantasies, these virtual reality games or whatever, gone a bit too far. But if it includes hurting people or putting other people in their nasty little games, putting people in their games who are unwilling or unwitting in this case because they don't know what's happening, that's a definite no-no. You don't do that. You don't understand? You don't pull people in games that they don't understand. What's happening to Kevin Christian? He's talking about his neural monitoring. That might be a part of all of this. I have no idea what it is. If it's just linking people neurally and they're able to see each other's thoughts or brain activity, or get a collection of thoughts and memories or whatever. Why they want to dissect a person like this, I don't know. I have no idea. But however, I just wish that people would be a little more understanding towards each other. There's no need for the hurt and the pain. If they want to build a virtual reality game using this neural monitoring, whatever it is, I think it's a combination of things. Like the video I posted with the lady, the doctor, you're seeing through what a cat could see. On a screen, you're actually seeing what he or she was seeing, the cat. But it had that cat's head in a vice. The cat couldn't move. So what would they do to us who are not agreeing to things like this? That it's called an electronic vice. That would drive us crazy. Now, if they want to drive themselves crazy and they're consenting, they're consulting to consent to whatever depravity they have, then let them do it by all means. I wouldn't encourage it, but you can't stop them either. But they don't do it to anybody else. You cannot do this to somebody else. You just can't. If somebody does not want to be linked up to this neural monitoring or whatever it is, then they should not be. They should not be. They should not be taken advantage of. It's almost like a rape. It's a slow murder, especially if you're damaging their brain cells. I don't know. However, like I said before, my belief is like what they're doing is like they want to revolutionize this. So they look for empaths. Maybe Kevin Christian is an empath. They're looking for empaths. And this drug simulation, different types of drugs. Now, how would they do this to an unsuspecting person? I don't want to say victim, because we're not victims. We're being victimized. There's a difference. To me, being a victim is saying, well, I'm a victim. I'm not a victim. I'm being victimized by a group of people. Person or persons. So, look for empaths who feel things in a different way. We feel things in a very profound way. Administer every kind of drug imaginable, and then what do? Everybody has a frequency. Everything is vibrated on a certain frequency, and they're trying to pinpoint exactly what the effects, if you're on the drug or the drug is affecting you, what frequency is vibrating at, and which part of your brain, I guess. I'm not sure how they do it. And then they would, I don't know. This is dangerous. Because I don't think people who agree to use it or have it don't understand how they look or how they seem or how dangerous it is, especially if they have families. They're the people who work for us, over us, with us, drive on the streets, families, people to care for, people to live for, people who need them. The people who do this, and I'm sure it's illegal, then they must read the fine print. They must read the fine print, I should say, before they do this, if this is what's happening. I'm not sure. I'm trying to find a peaceable way to get somebody to listen, anybody. Anybody. Because there are monsters out there who will go with this. They'll do other things too, to other unsuspecting people. To other unsuspecting people. And that's not fair, because everybody wants to live, everybody has a right to live. I have a right to live, so do you. Unencumbered, life is you know, she'll give you hard knocks as it is. These people are not helping. They're not helping. Because it's like a vibration right now down in like my pelvic area. It's electricity. I can feel it. Now I don't know what's happening there, and I'm hoping that something is not in my body, because how did it get there? I don't know. I have no idea. Because I have no idea how did, you know, what happened here. And the voices is now more than one. You know, and it's like they're mocking me almost, and the chlorine it just keeps coming down. It just keeps coming down. The chlorine is just coming down. No, that's not in my imagination. It's actually happening. There's a vibration right down in my pelvic area. It's always there. It's just really hurting. Sometimes it just shoots right down my thigh. On the right side, so and it will go to the left. If you're experiencing this, I really don't know which department, you know, branch of the military will help us. Everybody keeps saying deep space, and I'm wondering if these things are affecting the police and the people who could actually help. Because I refuse to believe the U.S. government, as sadistic as it may be, and there are people who are bad in there. They don't, you know. This nation did not become one of the greatest nations in the world by being assholes. They're people who actually care about people. They care about people. These are the people who send aid to foreign countries if there's a disaster. They don't do it for show. Even if they did it for show, think about that. People are watching what's happening here. How will they save face? What is happening in their own backyard? Where are these people? Are they sleeping? Ah, yes. They're not woke. What does woke mean? It means you're not falling under the spell. You're not letting these frequencies affect your head. Be strong. Don't fall for these hypes. And most of you, when you start to become awake, you will find out that you know where it's coming from. Don't take the law into your own hands. You're not going to get the satisfaction, because you don't want to go through all of this in one act of rage or revenge, as someone said. You take someone out and spend the rest of your life in prison, because that's not going to be good. I mean, you'd be like, you really just got screwed really badly. I know how angry I can get. I get enraged because the unfairness of this is so far has been unparalleled in my life. My parents were strict. I was not nice to myself for a period of time, but this here is so unfair, and they do it in my face. It's like, well, you know now what you're gonna do about it. What you're gonna do. What you're gonna do. What you're gonna do is. People are cruel. They're just cruel. But anyway, just try to be strong. Try to keep your cool no matter what. And if you can help somebody who's going through this, help them. Listen for clues. If they say they're hearing a voice or voices, listen for consistency. It's very important. Listen for consistency, like somebody actually is talking to them. Because if these people were actually saying things that are just random words or stringing, random sentences together or whatever, they would lose interest. They would lose interest. They would run out of things to say very quickly. What they do is they study the victim, they study the person, they find out what makes them tick, and then they use that information to fuck with them. To have them going around in this endless loop of cerebral misery. So, let's help each other in any way we can. Let's act as if our lives depend on it, because it does.